Level 1, the associate. You graduate top of your class at Harvard Law. The offers come, every white shoe firm on Wall Street. You choose Sullivan and Cromwell. $215,000 to start. Your father made $52,000 the year he retired. Your office is on the 47th floor, 6 feet by 8 feet. No window. The fluorescent lights hum at a frequency that gives you headaches. You bill in 6-minute increments. 0.1 hours. Your entire life measured in 0.1 hours. You work 100-hour weeks. Sometimes you sleep under your desk. There's a shower in the basement. Other associates have toothbrushes in their drawers. This is normal. This is what you signed up for. Your first real case. Novafarm versus Consolidated Plaintiffs. 2,847 people claiming the company's diabetes drug caused heart attacks. Your job is document review. 14,000 internal emails. You read them in a windowless conference room that smells like stale coffee and desperation. Email from March 2019. Subject line, Phase 3 cardiac events. The VP of Research writes, "We're seeing elevated MI rates in the 60-plus cohort. Statistically significant. Recommending we halt trials." Response from the CFO, 4 minutes later, revenue projections don't support a halt. Let's wait for more data. They waited. 16 months. 347 people died while they waited. You know, because you built the spreadsheet. The company settles for $1.8 billion. Sounds massive until you read the earnings report. They made $34 billion in profit from that drug. Nobody goes to prison. The CEO retires with a $60 million package. You get a $45,000 bonus. Pays off a third of your student loans. You tell yourself, this is how it works. The system. You're not wrong. Level 2. The partner. 5 years in. They make you partner. Junior partner. But the title's real. Your salary jumps to $680,000. You move into an apartment in Tribeca that costs what your parents paid for their house. You still work 90-hour weeks. You have a specialty now. High net worth crisis management. Rich people problems. A tech billionaire's son, 24 years old, kills a cyclist in Palo Alto. Blood alcohol, 0.19. You get the call at 11 p.m. You're on a plane by 1 a.m. By dawn, you've talked to 3 witnesses. By noon, 2 of them remember the cyclist swerving into traffic. Tragic accident. The third witness? She's got a DUI from 2015 and credibility issues. The civil suit settles for $4 million. The kid does 200 hours of community service. He's back in Ibiza by summer. You bill $340,000 for 6 weeks of work. A hedge fund manager's wife finds his second phone. Second life. A woman in Boston. 2 kids. House and her name. You negotiate the divorce. The NDA is 47 pages long. She can't tell her therapist. Can't tell her priest. Can't write about it in her private journal, technically. She gets $25 million and a lifetime of silence. You're not practicing law anymore. You're containing damage. Burying bodies. Most of them metaphorical. Some of them not. Level 3. The fixer. The first time you cross a line you can't uncross, you're in a penthouse on Central Park West. The client owns 14 newspapers and 3 television networks. His name opens doors. His money keeps them open. Someone's blackmailing him. Photographs. Videos. You don't watch them. You don't need to. The timestamps tell you enough. Victims, under 18. Multiple jurisdictions. He asks you to make it go away. You should refuse. You should call the FBI. You should do what a decent person would do. Instead, you ask for a $3 million retainer. Non-refundable. He wires it before you leave. The blackmailer is a former employee. IT contractor. He disappears 3 weeks later. Not dead. You're careful to never know for certain. Just gone. New identity in the Philippines, maybe. Or buried in the Pine Barrens. You don't ask. The material gets destroyed. Allegedly. You keep copies. Encrypted. Distributed across servers in 7 countries. Insurance. That's what you call it. Insurance. Because you've seen what happens to lawyers who know too much and don't protect themselves. Heart attacks at 48. Car accidents on empty roads. You're going to be the one person who cannot be touched. Level 4. The vault. 10 years in. Your vault has 247 files. Not a physical vault. Digital. Encrypted. Redundant. Inside, everything. Every secret you've been paid to keep. Every crime you've helped cover up. You have a Supreme Court justice who accepted $2 million to sway a copyright case. You have 3 senators who took money from Chinese intelligence cutouts. You have the CEO of America's second largest bank who ordered the destruction of evidence in a money laundering investigation. You have medical records. The tech billionaire has early onset Alzheimer's. His board doesn't know. The pharmaceutical CEO is HIV positive from an affair with a male escort his wife doesn't know. The presidential candidate has stage 3 cancer. The voters don't know. You have everything. You can prove everything. That makes you the most dangerous person in any room. Your clients pay you $50,000 a month just to keep you on retainer. That's before you do any work. Small secrets, $200,000. Career-ending secrets, $2 million. Prison for life secrets, $10 million and up. Last year, you earned $34 million. You own homes on 3 continents, each registered to a different shell company. You have $8 million in gold bars buried in locations only you know. You trust no one. You live alone. No spouse, no children, no weaknesses. You're 45 years old, and you haven't had a real conversation with another human being in 6 years. Level 5, the puppet master. They think you work for them. The billionaires, the senators, the CEOs. They think you're their lawyer. They're wrong. You stopped working for them years ago. Now you use them. Their money, their access, their secrets. You've manipulated stock prices with carefully timed leaks. A pharmaceutical company's drug trial fails. You know 3 days before the press release. You short the stock. Make $4 million. You've influenced elections. A governor is about to win re-election. You have proof he embezzled $12 million from his campaign. You don't release it. His opponent pays you $5 million for your restraint. The governor wins. 6 months later, he pays you $7 million to keep paying you. Both sides paying you. This is the game now. You've made careers and destroyed them. A young congressman shows promise. Too much integrity might cause problems. You leak his college drug arrest. Suddenly he's toxic. A senator is blocking legislation your clients need passed. You provide evidence of his affairs. He resigns. You're not playing their game anymore. You're playing a game they don't know exists. Level 6, the paranoia. You assume every phone is tapped. Every room is bugged. Every person is potentially an informant. You never use the same phone twice. You have 30 burner phones in a safe. You rotate through them. Each one gets used once and destroyed. You have dead drops in 4 cities. Coded phrases. A network of intermediaries who don't know your real name. You've prepared for every contingency. If you're arrested, there's a dead man switch. 72 hours without your biometric check-in, and everything releases. Every file, every secret. The entire vault dumped to journalists, prosecutors, WikiLeaks, every regulatory agency in the Western world. If you're killed, same thing. Nobody knows about the switch except you. That's the only way it works. You're untouchable. Killing you crashes the global economy. Arresting you triggers a constitutional crisis. You've engineered mutually assured destruction. But you haven't slept more than 4 hours a night in 8 years. You take Ambien, but it doesn't help. You just lie there, staring at the ceiling, running scenarios. Who's coming for you? How they'll do it. Whether your precautions are enough. Level 7, the endgame. You're 60 years old now, worth $470 million. You have no one to leave it to. No legacy except the secrets you've kept and the crimes you've enabled. When you die, the vault opens. The world sees everything, and they'll call you a monster. They won't be wrong. You've helped murderers escape justice. You've protected pedophiles. You've watched innocent people suffer because suffering was profitable. You told yourself you were just a lawyer, just doing your job, just working within the system. But you haven't slept well in 20 years. One day, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, you're going to make a different choice. You're going to take everything in that vault and give it to every journalist, every prosecutor, every law enforcement agency in the world. Not because you found your conscience. Not because you want redemption. Because you can. Because you're bored. Because you spent your entire life accumulating power, and the only interesting thing left is to use it in the most destructive way possible. You're going to watch the system collapse under the weight of its own secrets. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll die in your sleep, and the dead man's switch activates, and nobody ever knows your name. Maybe one of your clients finds a way through your defenses. Maybe you'll just keep going, year after year, collecting secrets and cashing checks until there's nothing left of who you used to be. You finish your scotch. Look out at the city lights. Somewhere down there, a young lawyer just billed their first 100 hours, dreaming about partnership, about success, about money. They have no idea what they're getting into. They have no idea every case, every client, every dollar comes with a cost. They'll learn. Everyone learns eventually. Your phone buzzes. Another client, another problem, another secret that needs keeping. You answer it.